Russia-Ukraine news. Putin presents Mnangagwa with a helicopter as a gift. In an effort to strengthen ties between the two countries, Russian President Vladimir Putin gave Zimbabwean President Emmerson Mnangagwa a helicopter as a gift. That is also facing severe sanctions. On Twitter, Zimbabwe's Ministry of Information announced the rebranding of the present as X. The document promised that Zimbabwe would receive the presidential helicopter soon. Zimbabwe is one of the 6 African countries that will receive free food from Russia. Russia also announced a donation of grain, including maize and wheat, to Zimbabwe. President Mnangagwa was among the African leaders who recently gathered in St. Petersburg for the Russia-Africa Summit. He argued that the helicopter and grain donations proved how crucial it was for countries under Western sanctions to keep in close contact with one another. President Mnangagwa has stated that, logically, victims of sanctions must cooperate, and that cooperation is indeed taking place. We appreciate it. Zimbabwe has been able to stay alive thanks to shared efforts in areas such as agriculture, education, and technology. At the summit, President Putin announced that Russia would give up to 50,000 metric tons of grain to each of the following countries: Zimbabwe, Burkina Faso, Mali, Somalia, the Central African Republic, and Eritrea. The leader of Zimbabwe acknowledged the donation but said his country did not need it because of its food security. "We are grateful," President Mnangagwa told the press. "There is no grain shortage in America. We don't need him to bring us food because we have plenty." Zimbabwe and Russia have allied despite being subject to similar sanctions from the West. The Zimbabwean government has claimed that a $320 million deal with Russia for 18 helicopters is a public-private partnership. These helicopters were delivered to Zimbabwe in May. However, the deal was met with skepticism because it was not approved by Parliament as is customary, and the $10 million price tag for each helicopter was called into question. President Mnangagwa has defended the agreement, saying that Zimbabwe can only survive Western sanctions with the help of friendly countries like Russia. After parting ways with rapper Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, Adidas is releasing a second set of high-end Yeezy sneakers. The German sportswear company is attempting to unload the unsold shoes by donating to anti-Semitism organizations. Following on from a series of online sales in May, Adidas will launch a new round of sales on its website and mobile apps on Wednesday. In October, Adidas severed ties with Ye following his anti-Semitic and other hateful comments. With unsold Yeezys worth $1.3 billion, Adidas needed to find a sustainable solution to get rid of them. A portion of the proceeds will be given to organizations that work to end anti-Semitism. Formerly, Germany dominated international trade. It has stopped expanding recently. What occurred? The German economy still shows no signs of expanding. Despite its potential to serve as Europe's economic engine, the country is currently struggling due to rising energy and borrowing costs as well as a slowing recovery from its most important trading partner, China. GDP growth halted in the April to June quarter, according to official data released on Friday. The energy shock from Russia's war in Ukraine reverberated throughout Europe's largest economy, causing declines in the first 3 months of the year and the final 3 months of 2022. This comes after the IMF predicted that Germany would be the only developed economy to contract this year.